welcome back. Joining me now is Shay Marie, and she's a fashion stylist and a makeup artist. Welcome to the program, Shay.
Hi, Angela. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Could you tell us something about yourself?
Sure. I am a new and upcoming artist in Toronto. I reside here. I'm born and raised here. Lived here all my life. And makeup is just what I do. Gives me an adrenaline rush, hence my business, Sugar Rush Studios.
Okay. How long have you been doing makeup?
I've been doing makeup for about 4 years now. Give or take, about 4 years.
And where did you receive your training?
I received my training here in Toronto, actually. This was at Blush School of Cosmetics, and it's in the Woodbridge area. So I did my certification there.
I know that you're also an educator by profession.
Yes.
So what's the transition?
The transition is, it's a difficult one because you're going from the classroom to doing makeup, which is freelance, which is very different from the structure that you have in a classroom. So it is different. However, I managed to juggle both, and they're just both passions of mine. So the transition becomes easier every day that I do it.
Okay. What you think is going on in especially Canada in the makeup artistry industry?
Canada, I think, has a lot of room for growth. I feel that, you know, the States has already made their mark in this world in terms of makeup artistry, and I feel that Canada has a lot of creative, innovative makeup artists that have a lot of drive and passion, and I think that we're growing as a community, we're growing as a nation in terms of putting our fashion out there, putting our makeup artistry out there, and putting our stamp on it. So I think it's amazing, and I think Canada's gonna do really great things in this industry.
What you think is the difference, as you're saying, Canada and the US, what you think the big difference is?
I really think the difference is exposure. So I feel that, especially living in a city that was very close to the United States, I find that in the States, you do get a lot more exposure. So it's not very many opportunities, that we have, such as these ones, where makeup artists can come on a show and talk about their art and showcase their skill.
Thank you. And I notice you're into full figure modeling. Could you tell us much more about that?
I am into full figure modeling. Full figure fashion is a passion of mine. Mm-hmm. I am still considered plus size. I used to be considerably heavier than I am now. So this is a topic after my own heart. It's a category in the fashion industry after my own heart because for myself, I found it very difficult to find clothing, very difficult to sometimes put myself together. I managed to do so, but hey, it was hard. And you know, I totally support full figure fashion 110%.
Okay, and you know I'm gonna get back to this. So where is the educator and all of this with you enhancing yourself this far to your students?
My students, you know, as educators, we are supposed to be inspirations to our students, and I think I heard Miss Paulette say that prior, and I totally believe that, 100. I feel that my students should look at me as a role model. And when they see their teacher, I want them to see their teacher that is chasing after her dreams and reaching for the stars and going after her passion and pursuing them and making them happen and being successful at them, and also encouraging people, supporting people, and bringing them on the journey with me.
Do your students know what you do part-time?
They do, they do. Sometimes we have girls groups and my students can get involved and have a day where they get made up. So I've done a couple of things like that so far, and it makes them feel happy and it makes them feel good about themselves.
What really draws you to doing full figure makeup and styling?
I believe I have just a soft spot for my full figured models, just because, as I was saying before, I do identify with being fuller figured. I got into this industry because I felt that there weren't a lot of makeup artists that were heading into this industry. You know, there are a lot of makeup artists that do makeup, but sometimes the models that you work with, being fuller figured, they really do want an artist that can identify or share their journey, and that's just what I'm there to do.
Do you think the makeup artists in Canada is intimidated by the ones in the US?
I don't feel that the makeup artists in Canada are intimidated, just because we have our own style and our own flavor, you know, our own swag. So I don't think so at all. I think we bring something different. Canada is so multicultural. We work on a variety of skin tones, undertones, facial features that are specific to different demographics in the city, and that just makes us versatile. So I don't think so at all.
What I find with I would say career as such as makeup artistry, there's lots of people maybe think that there's not brains behind it. So I want you to explain to these people who think that there's no brain behind putting on some powder and lipstick. What it take? Because you have to have knowledge and education.
Right, I totally agree. I would say to anybody out there, makeup artistry is much more than just putting powder on a face. There's a lot of chemistry involved. So for example, you have some individuals that are cooler with their undertones. So that means there's a lot more golds in their undertones. You have some individuals that are a lot more warmer, and they just have a lot more oranges or peaches in their tones. And you have to be able to match foundation according to not only just the color of the skin, but also the undertone. So there's a lot of chemistry involved. Sometimes we're like scientists, you know?
Okay. What advice would you have for a young lady or a young man who want to get into the makeup artistry industry?
My biggest advice to anybody who wants to get into this industry, honestly, is go for it. Go for it, pursue your passion, network. You know, I was a part of the Fuller Women Expo. I did makeup there. I did about 25 models, and I networked with all these beautiful ladies that you will see on the show, and they kind of helped me just build my business and build my brand as a makeup artist.
Could you tell us a little bit about your brand?
My brand is Sugar Rush Studios, and I have a partner, Sonia Ramroop, who I also work with. So we go throughout the city, we freelance, we do makeup, and we do photo shoots. We try to enhance the best features of the individual that we're working on and give them the best possible finish that we can give them.
So do you guys do like anyone?
We do weddings, we do proms. Prom season was crazy this year. We did back-to-back girls for prom. We do, like I mentioned before, photo shoots. We do magazine covers, pretty much anything you need a makeup artist for, music videos, we can do it.
Could you explain what size models were at this expo?
The expo had models ranging from sizes 12 to 22.
Okay. How does one get involved in the expo?
I believe for the expo, it's an audition process. And, you know, you kind of submit a little video of yourself, and then you get picked by a group of people that are on a committee. And that's really how you can get involved.
What does the future hold for you and Sugar Rush?
Oh my goodness, I feel like the sky is the limit for Sugar Rush right now. I feel that we will be a brand that is well known throughout Canada. I feel that we will also be a brand or a team of makeup artists that are known internationally. I feel that if we keep going with the same momentum, the same drive, the same passion, I feel like anything is achievable for us right now, and the sky's the limit. So we're just gonna work with that and move with the current.
Thank you so much for joining me, Shay.
Thank you for having me.
When we come back, we'll be showing some full figure fashions. And joining me now is Miss Paulette Jackson. She's Miss Plus Size Halifax for 2013. Welcome to the program, Paulette.
Thank you.
Could you tell us a little about yourself?
Well, again, I'm Paulette Jackson, Miss Halifax for 2013, and I'm an educator in Halifax. And this year I had the privilege to be here in Toronto for the Fuller Women Expo.
When did you start in plus size modeling?
I started about 4 years ago, actually, but I took some time off to educate myself some more about the industry and just become a little bit more healthy and get the confidence that I needed to to get going. So about 4 years now.
As you say healthy, could you describe for us what do you mean?
When I use the word healthy, it comes in many different ways. Healthy, eating clean, exercising, and getting the rest that you need, and just staying positive in the mind and in your spirit.
What do you think the industry, could you just explain with the industry and plus size modeling in Canada?
The industry in Canada it's up and coming. I think it's important that we recognize that the everyday woman's size is starting at a size 10, and it goes up to a 26. Plus size comes in many different sizes, so we're celebrating our size, and the designers are recognizing that right now.
Okay. So it's so good to hear you saying for plus size, because most people think like with models it have to be a certain size, and you're so full of energy and laughter, and you're comfortable with yourself. What would you like to say to someone who have a plus size who want to enter the modeling industry?
I think it's most important to be educated. You have to educate yourself. It comes with an agency, or you just have to find the resource that is important for you. You might end up in editorial, you want to do runway modeling, so it's finding the clutch that's going to work for you.
And I like when you say becoming healthy, because that's also, the size doesn't matter. You still have to maintain health.
Health, for me, it's important when you use the word plus size. We're stigmatized in many different ways that you're not healthy, and it's feedered into negative directions. So I use the word healthy so that it promotes being healthy, eating clean, seeing your doctor, and using that platform to go out and find the modeling world that you're looking for.
Okay. So what does the future hold for Paulette and this industry?
I pray where I'm at right now that it's a platform that I'm going to use to empower other young women, and to show them that at any age, at any size, follow your dreams, set your goals. And for me, I'd like to see myself in the next year in New York doing other things, and hopefully that comes true.
And you also explained that you're an educator. What does your student think if you also doing modeling?
Each and every one of my students know that I am a model on the side, and the support is great. And I use the platform again to educate my female students, most important, that dressing properly, speaking properly, and setting the platform for them as a role model. I feel it's important that I follow through with what it is that I'm doing.
How did you get started in this industry?
I started in the industry 4 years ago, as I stated, and the joy of what I was looking for was just to go out and have some fun, and I became more interested in the industry because working with the young females that I'm working with, I thought it was important to show them an avenue of where I go to shop. I love fashion, so I wanted to showcase where it is that I'm going each day that I travel. I wanted to show that fashion shows was what I was interested in. So I started out by watching some programs and going through the magazine, following the steps of other models and reading about it, and just took it from there.
So you mentioned before that you're from Halifax. Being in Halifax, which is a more smaller community, how do you think you, as I would say a black plus size model, get in and out?
In Halifax, Nova Scotia, where I'm from, it's very small, so I find it's very hard for fashion pieces that I'm interested in. And when I do get into the boutiques that are there, I find the sizes are not there. And when I speak to them about size acceptance, they're not open to it. So I pushed the door open a little bit more and asked to speak to management and voice my opinion and let it be known that I'm a customer and I want to see more colors and more size into the stores. And I find that they're listening because now they see that I'm up and coming and the doors are open in another direction, and they're actually educating themselves now. So.
Do you think that there is still discrimination in the modern industry, especially for you as a plus size model?
There sure is. When I walk into, again, the boutique stores, I still get that stigma feeling of, A, you can't fit into the sizes that are in the store, that's one. Or two, they look at you and say, you know, A, maybe you can't afford it. Or they think it has to be the size 0. And I'm here to say it's most important that we need to see our young females dressing properly, so the designers need to see plus size women, plus size young women actually, seeing the clothing in the store and seeing healthy women, healthy young women out there showing that they can actually wear those clothes appropriately.
I love the saying what you say, to see LT plus size women. What do you have to say to like somebody who is healthy or not even healthy yet and plus and want to get in the industry? What advice you have to give them?
The advice that I would give to any woman, even if you're not interested in entering into the model industry, is finding self-esteem. It's important. You need to be confident. So just heading into the gym, finding positive people to be around, and actually using that platform to become stronger is a right direction to get yourself into the modeling world.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you handle being an educator and a model?
I find it to be a challenging task, but it works in my favor. I worked September to June, and in the summer, I'm able to do my modeling on the side. If something comes up in between, I'm fortunate to be working with great staffs that understand my schedule.
And another thing I want to ask about Miss Halifax, how do you come about enter Miss Halifax?
I entered Miss Halifax because I thought it was important to be a role model to my student. I knew I had the confidence to actually hold the titles. So I put myself through a regimen that was most important to me to push myself at my age, because I'm working and I'm blessed to be around healthy young women, and I took a stand and said it's something I want, and I followed my goals, and I was blessed to have it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Do you have any words of encouragement to anyone that want to enter this industry?
My piece of advice to anyone that is interested in entering into the model industry is just be accepted of yourself. Love yourself first. Set some morals and values that you know that you're not going to end up losing along the way. Size acceptance is most important, and again, back to the most important thing is just being healthy overall, mentally, physically, and it will take you a long way.
Okay, thank you so much, Paulette, for that. Welcome back. Shay Marie is going to introduce us to some full-figured fashion.
Thank you, Angela. Our first model today is Miss Chian Marie. She's an inspiring model out of Toronto, Ontario. Chian is wearing a bright orange lip that goes by the name of Lady Danger. She is also wearing some pewter silver jewelry. She is wearing a multicolored dress that has a lot of orange and purple hues. Chian, give them a smile. Thank you, Chian. Next model. Next, we have Miss Ophilia Alleyne from Ophilia's Kurves. Ophilia is wearing a baby pink lipstick, accompanied by a soft gold and smoky blue eye.
Could you tell us a little about Ophilia's outfit? Is this an evening or a day?
The thing I love about Ophilia's outfit is it can be easily transitioned from a daytime outfit, just brunch with the ladies, or a nighttime outfit, maybe a date night. Ophilia is wearing a nice flowy floral printed dress, which is also cinched at the waist by a lovely belt. Thank you, Ophilia. Next model. So next here we have Miss Paulette Jackson. She's hailing from Halifax, Nova Scotia. She is a part of Figure to Figure modeling agency. Paulette is wearing a lovely printed tutu style dress. Paulette is also wearing a lipstick called Rebel. It does have a purple hue to it, accompanied by an off black smoky eye. Give them a smile, Paulette.
Where would you describe this outfit to wear?
This is definitely a statement outfit, and it's accompanied by statement jewelry. This outfit definitely is for a very special occasion. For example, this is her birthday dress that she'll be wearing. Thank you, Paulette. Next model. And next here we have somebody who is dear to my heart. This is my mother. She today is wearing a black peplum style dress. It's accompanied by some fresh pearls. She also is wearing a wine lipstick with a gold eye. Thank you very much. Next model. And next we have my lovely baby sister. This is Shannon, and she is wearing a plain black dress, Alleyne of course. It's accompanied by a gold body chain. Shannon is also wearing a very neutral lip, accompanied by some soft golds on her eyes. Give them a smile, Shannon.
I know this is in for summer. Could you describe this?
This body chain is definitely in. It's one of the hottest items on the market right now. They come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. Metallic is really popular though.
What occasion do you think this is ideal for?
This is definitely girls' night out, which can easily be transitioned into a night on the town.
Okay.
Thank you, Shannon. And now for our last model. The last model is Angela from Angela's Beauty Box. Angela is wearing a black and white convertible dress, accompanied by a mixture of black and silver jewelry. Thank you, Angela.
Thank you so much. Could all our models join us? Thank you so much for watching. To contact me, you could contact me at angelasg@angelasbeautybox.com or 416-398-1967. And for Shay Marie, you can contact her at?
I have a Facebook page, It's called Sugar Rush Studios. You can reach me there, or you can reach me at 416-835-0020 for any bookings or appointments.
And for all these fabulous outfits and jewelry, where could we contact?
You can go to www.victoriousme.com. www.victoriousme.ca if you want to purchase any of these fine pieces of jewelry. Or you can go to www.feline, that's PHELINE.com if you would like to purchase any of these fabulous garments.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you all, my fabulous models, for coming out.